Creaking.
Creaking.
He's a creek. Yeah.
So this cool little.
Oh, that's sick. Speaking of fish, have you ever been fishing?
I've been fishing, yeah. It's been a while.
Dude.
It's this cool new fucking brewery that he just got in. It's called like something with animals. Oh, it's called Tripping Animals Brewing Company.
Where are they from?
Florida.
Wow. When was it canned on? Say on the very bottom?
Yeah. Christmas Eve, this one was.
Oh, okay. So that's still relatively fresh.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, I was looking at fishing videos all day to day at work, bro. I can't wait to go fishing.
Scott, you got the notes. I know you were sleeping, but I sent them.
I will check right now.
Cool. Oh, and before we kick off the intro or whatever, do we want to talk about that topic, Alex thing, or save it, or do you? I don't care. It's up to you guys.
What topic?
The Twitch thing that Alex posted and said a good topic for the next episode.
Oh, the NWHL? Oh, I'm down to talk about it. Yeah, I mean.
All right, cool. I figured, because he said it was a good discussion point he brought up.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it without him then. Yeah, I would hate to take it from him because I'm sure he has some good points about it too. Yeah. So if we're going to talk about it, let's leave it till the end. If he joins, and if he doesn't join, then we could just not talk about it.
All right, cool. All right, I'm going to kick off the intro. Looks like somebody joined, so here we go. Welcome back, Plugs and Bugs, episode 84.
What's Gucci?
What up?
What up? We have three of us tonight. Alex is in the process of helping his mother move, so he may join us later in the episode.
Who knows?
So we'll find out. We'll be just as surprised as you. But yeah, welcome in. Another week of hockey in the books.
Oh, thank God.
Plenty to freaking talk about, I'm sure. We did have a cool discussion topic that we might get to later, depending on if Alex shows up. If not, we'll talk about it next week. I'm sure somebody else will have one for us, maybe a question. Who knows?
Hopefully. It'll be nice. Yeah. Ask us questions.
It'll be great. Eventually, we'll remember to ask you guys maybe a couple days beforehand again, like I used to, tag everybody and say, hey, any questions for this week? But, quarantine, I'll just still blame it on that. We're almost a year in, but it's still, quarantine brain. I don't know.
Yeah.
But with that, as always, you got myself, Daniel,
Scott,
and I am Zach.
Look at that, we got it right without Alex.
I know.
Wow. But yeah, give us the follows on all the social medias. We still got our Instagram, still got our Facebook, still got our Twitter, Discord. I understand not everybody has that, but if you are in the league, we do have the Discord link right on NZHL's Discord. So join it. We talk hockey. And we're just here. We're excited for another week.
Rock hard.
But yeah, I mean, again, another plug, obviously, like we always do every week. NZHL Season 3 regular season has concluded. Playoffs start Thursday. All of us are in. Scott, obviously, still not in the league. Maybe he'll play this next season. He did start playing hockey with us again, so that's nice.
It was one game.
It was one game, but yeah. Or two games.
He had fun. Yeah, he had fun. So maybe we'll get him to scout and play this season. But me, Zach, and Alex are all in the playoffs. Me and Alex actually play against each other in round one. Ooh. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, so if you do play NHL 21, sign up. Season 4 around the corners. Draft March 7th. We do have a lot of dates. Actually, we're prepared this season. It's going to be really awesome.
And there's not a shit ton of holidays like in the season, so it's not going to drag it out that long.
Oh yeah, 12-week season was a little long.
It was a bit much.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
And
I had fun.
yeah, add on top of the fact that the game released late too, so that didn't help anybody.
Mhm.
But we are here. Definitely want to make sure I plug. Zach can piggyback on it, of course. ZadMap, Zach and Dave make a podcast or a program, whatever we do. Tried to help out. They decided maybe not podcast because they don't do the audio anymore. But
yeah, we don't even put it online, man. It's literally just like a
live show,
like a live show, like on YouTube, right?
Well, if it's on YouTube, it technically is automatically uploaded to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I mean, it's there, dude. I have like something in my mustache. I don't know what it is. It's food from earlier.
Dinner?
I'm saving it for later. Yeah, man. We had Alex on last night. It was a really, really fun show, man. Learned a lot about Russia. Talked about some crazy Russian shit. And it's always fun to like talk with Alex, man, because he'll just go on for days about everything. So it was a good show, man. It was a really good show. We actually have some ideas going forward that we think might be really fun, really funny and stuff. So I feel like it's going to get better.
It'll be awesome. You know, we all enjoyed being on.
You could follow us on Instagram, ZadMap _69 because we're mature. You can follow us on Twitter, ZadMap _69 because we're mature. And you can also find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Zach and Dave Make a Podcast. No 69.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought we were still
no 69.
Yeah.
No 69 on what was that, on Instagram or Twitter?
On Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we could actually put
sense.
like like a page name. Yeah, so it's Zach and Dave Make a Podcast.
How boring. You should just add _69 to it just because.
Why not?
You know what?
Pretty good.
You swayed me. I'm gonna do that actually.
I had to twist your arm for that one, huh?
Yeah, you got me, dude. I'm doing it. I'm doing it as we speak right now, dude.
I'll make sure also to try to share this link and see if we'll get more people in here. I'm kind of surprised Adam or Oswald or anybody is not here yet. I keep seeing somebody pop in, but who knows?
It's Amelia.
Yeah, it's Amelia. Just keep clicking. She's just like, I'm right here. She sees you. That's funny. But yeah, so I mean, we didn't really get any questions this week. We will be sure to ask well in advance. We've been prepping, honestly, with all this stuff going on at the end of the season. We've been prepping for that a little bit more. And
we also have another show tomorrow night, bro. Like I'm going to be podcasted out by the end of tomorrow, dude.
Yeah. We do. We have our media show tomorrow for pre-playoff show. So that'll be right after work for Zach and I.
I'm burnt out, dog.
That's just what happens when we have faces for radio and I guess the internet. I mean, I guess the faces are still on the internet somewhere. Maybe they'll be on a GIF later. They might be on a GIF later. Who knows?
Sure.
I ain't gonna care.
No, me neither. But yeah, so I guess we can kind of just get into the notes we have. We didn't have any questions. We did have a cool topic, but we want to address it with Alex because it was kind of his idea that he found. But we'll jump into it. Since we don't really have any topics to hit on, I'm sure we'll probably elaborate on some of the news that kind of hit. I know there's a couple of trades that happened. We'll have some stuff to talk about, and I'm sure we'll probably talk about some Kings hockey a little bit more tonight because they did play
What is
tonight.
in my mustache? I just keep seeing like white things showing up in my mustache. Like I'll look away, do whatever, and look back, and I can see myself on my screen over here, and it's just like something in my mustache.
Was the protein shake that you got from Dave last night. That's what happened.
It could have been. What'd you say? My white hairs?
Yeah, your white hairs.
Straight up calling you old.
I thought I had my microphone in here, and I thought I had muted, but I guess not.
Oh, hey, there's Chubb.
Oh, there's Chubb.
Somebody's here. All right, so we might end up getting some questions. All right, let's get right into it. Chubbed, since you did join us, whoever else ends up in the comments, if you have questions.
If there's anything you want us to talk about, like with the Flyers, throw it at us. Because I mean, Scott is a closeted Flyers fan.
He's not in the
very
closet.
true.
It's very much out.
Yeah, it's out at this point. I am a Flyers fan.
He wears it loud and proud, dude. I'm proud of him for that.
You know what? Just because we're talking the Flyers, we'll start with that since it was the second one I had here. Brian Elliott recorded a 40-save shutout as the Flyers beat Buffalo last Tuesday, a week ago. Why is Obi so sexy? I don't know. I ask that question pretty often, but
I'm like wine, bro. I get better with age.
Mm-hmm. Or we just get used to it. You know, you just have to just take it how it comes and just be okay with it.
I have a face for radio, for television, and for porn.
Especially the big screen, huh? As most people try to tell you.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, Carter Hart, monster, but he did not get the 40-save shot. That was Brian Elliott. Jack Hughes recorded his first 2-goal game in NHL, in the NHL for him, not in the NHL. As the Devils topped the Rangers, Mackenzie Blackwood made 47 saves that night.
That's wild.
Damn.
Dude, it's wild, bro. Like you see like the other, like the Eastern divisions and even like the Northern divisions, like they're getting a lot of shots on goal. You come down to like the Western division, it's like 25, 30.
Oh, it's less than that. You'll see later. Bobrovsky finally had his season debut a week ago. He got an OT win in his debut. I know G was very excited about that. Bobrovsky did shit the bed for me on DraftKings anyway, because they were up by 3 goals and they went to overtime. They won that game like 5-4.
Speaking of fantasy shit, though, dude, I want to talk about the epic battle that Scott and I had for a cool minute until he finally just like pulled away. Homeboy ended up having like 700 points, and I had like 550. It was wild, dude.
I mean, we can definitely hit some fantasy too, because I'm sure now that we're a couple weeks in, maybe I don't know if you want to spoil, but maybe you have some targets or anything like that. Oh, he got bailed out today too. I did not see that. G. Oh, G has joined us now. Let's see. Crosby netted an OT winner to help Pittsburgh sweep Washington, get first 2 wins of the season. Of course, they come against Washington. Good for them. Oh, fantasy here. Yes, Chubb, we will get to that. For sure.
Here comes Millsy.
Oh, Millsy's here too. Oh, great. Now we're about to get lit in this bitch.
Can we mute him here?
We could take away XP on YouTube. Blake Wheeler tied it late. Nikolai Ehlers won it in overtime for Winnipeg. I probably should skip that. Bobby Ryan. This was interesting. I did not put the note on this. So Bobby Ryan, a week ago, netted his 4th goal of the season in his 3rd game. Bertuzzi did win it in overtime for Detroit. So that 4th goal in the 3rd game for Bobby Ryan, that was the first. Let me make sure I preface this with the telecast said this. The telecast said this was the first time that a Detroit Red Wings player had scored 4 goals in their first 3 games with the club. So that's pretty significant considering Detroit is an original 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude,
so crazy.
Greatest story ever, Bobby Ryan, man. Love it. Love to see it.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh,
Bobby
yeah,
Ryan,
for sure.
great guy. I know I've talked about it before.
Davicho?
It's either Dave or Tanner.
It's Davicho. I checked.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty crazy, and I know I've talked about it before. Bobby Ryan, super cool guy. Alex and I met him when we went to a Kings game. Cool guy. Nathan McKinnon recorded his 500th career NHL point in Colorado's win over the Kings, 4-2.
Cool.
I just hate how much he stick handles.
I know. You know what? Just accept it. It works.
Yeah, you just gotta.
I hate it when people do that and they're like, they turn it over. They don't have the skill to do it. They just do it for the flashiness. Like he does it and he scores.
Who was that last season? Who Who was that last season? He did that too. Like he came over the line, he was trying to like, stick handle, and then somebody just rammed him into the boards. I can't remember who it was. Oh, who was it? But it was just a gnarly hit, dude. He went flying into the boards. I was like, yes, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it works. The thing is, oh God, here comes Millsy with his. All right. Okay. K. Andre Miller called her Adam Fox Norris. Are you? This guy's fucking nuts.
Gabe Velarde is going to be the Calder winner. Thank you very much.
Georgiev Vezina. Yeah, how many wins?
Not Bus Frenier, dude.
Unreal. Or was it somebody had a good one?
Igor Shesterkin.
No, they said Labust Frenier. It was a little bit closer to.
Oh yeah, that was Oswald. Yeah.
Yeah, Oswald had a good one.
Wow.
Alexei Bus Frenier. Yeah.
That was a little bit better than just Bus Frenier.
Telling us that the Byfield is trash because he missed the open net and WJC, and then you have Alexei Lafreniere like one of these past games missed a wide open net,
getting overwhelmed by the competition.
Yep. I ain't worried about Byfield, dude. I ain't worried about him.
Neither.
He's going to be elite.
Let's see. Martin Jones in the notes here made 22 saves and 4 in the shootout.
You're right, Steven.
He does. 4 in the shootout to help San Jose top St. Louis. I just wanted to read it just because Martin Jones is normally in these notes because he's absolute dog shit.
Fair. Very true.
Eriksson Ek has been really good for Minnesota. He had a goal and assist to help Minnesota split series with Anaheim last week. Old friend Tyler Toffoli recorded.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hat trick for Montreal versus former team the Vancouver Canucks, not the Kings.
But I mean, good for him though, dude. I'm glad he caught on with the team, but I'm also very glad that the Kings don't have him anymore.
Well, yeah,
Same.
me too. But then why would you not be happy that he scored a hat trick?
Oh, I am. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him in Montreal.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was not definitely trying to get him over to the Kings. I was just saying, he recorded a hat trick. Good for him. It was not enough as Vancouver ended up beating Montreal that night. Thanks to Mr. Brock Besser and Bo Horvat, each getting 2 goals and an assist that night.
I gotta
I know
answer to this real quick.
Yes.
Toffoli and Velarde would have been interesting. It wouldn't have been interesting. That line would have been the slowest thing in the world, bro. They wouldn't have done anything. No. Toffoli needs a fast center and fast wingers to be able to open up ice for him. And Velarde needs wingers who can also get down the ice and also move around the zone quickly. I don't think Elias Anderson and Dustin Brown are the line mates for him. I agree with you there.
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree with your take there. Let's see. Vegas opened the season with 4 straight wins. They got 2 goals from Shea Theodore, and Pietrangelo scored his first with the team.
Hey.
I'm so glad I picked him up in fantasy.
Who, Pietrangelo
Nice.
or Shea
Pietrangelo.
Theodore? Oh, okay.
That's smart. I'm surprised he was available. What?
Oh yeah, he was. It was wild.
Yeah, I don't.
Elias Anderson is not poo-poo. He just played for a poo-poo team.
Mm-hmm. And you have poo-poo takes, Millsy.
Velarde skating looks good to me. I mean, I'll agree with you. I mean,
it looks good. He's not fast.
Yeah, he's just not fast. He needs wingers who are quick and dynamic as well. So, I mean,
I will look up his goals later. That's for sure. So, are you trying to tell me that my bold prediction of Bobrovsky finishing top 3 for Vezina is probably already gone? It would make you flaccid even with Viagra. Oh my god.
Oh
Jesus!
Like, look up the video of like how many goals he allowed. Okay, or the goals that he allowed. Okay, because I mean he got a win today.
Yeah, he said that he got bailed out. Let's see. Boston got 4 goals in the third comeback and forced overtime where they topped Philly, which was kind of shocking. Again, Philly's fine. Jordan Eberle. Oh, this guy, this motherfucker. This was the night I was really pissed off about. Remember DraftKings? Oh, that was Thursday night. Yeah, we were playing. DraftKings, I had Jordan Eberle. He got his first 2 goals of the season. He had like 30 points on DraftKings, and I accidentally entered a double up instead of a tournament where I would have won probably like $50. Instead, I doubled my money and won $2.
Boy.
Oof.
I did it on accident. I was like, yes, I'm kicking ass. And I go back and I'm like, I'm racing in the leaderboard, but my money's not going. Oh my God, I entered a double up.
Dude, I'm going to have you explain to me how to play DraftKings because that sounds fun.
I love DraftKings, dude. I play it for all sports. It could even get you into basketball if you don't like basketball, just because if you understand how to do DraftKings and what you're looking for, it makes it interesting. It's fun. It's literally daily fantasy.
I'm in.
It's great.
And
All
you can win money?
Yeah, and actually when you first join, you can play. They have free ones, so if you just want to kind of get the hang of it first, they have like free entries, and you can the tournaments sometimes they have free tournaments where you can win money. That's really hard because like hundreds of thousands of people enter it. But you can literally do like dollar entries, and just that's what I do when I first put money in. I play double up so I can earn money, and then I'll enter like a double up to make sure I get some money, and then I'll enter a tournament to try to win some more money, like actual big money, instead of just doubling what I put in. It's really fun.
Hey,
We're gonna
DraftKings, sponsor
Yeah, we'll
us.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
will. Okay. The LA King. Oh no, let's go to Foley again. Second game in a row. Back-to-back days, Wednesday and Thursday. He did not get a hat trick, but he did score twice, 5 in 2 games.
Jesus Christ.
And this time, Montreal topped Vancouver 7-3 after they lost in the shootout.
And then LA Kings rally versus the Colorado Avalanche to get the first win of the season. Kempe got the game-winning goal late in the third period, but bro, Adrian Kempe has looked like a monster on that right wing.
He really has, honestly.
So he's looked so good that we've already got Alex on Messenger telling us he did not agree to whatever bet Dave and
which was a lie. He did. Absolute lie.
Even
He's already
Scott's
starting to
drunk ass
deny it.
remembers that shit.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
All
Clear
drunk
as
as
day.
shit remembers it. He's piercing his goddamn nipples.
He's just getting all mad. Well, I didn't agree to that bet. That was pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, Kempe's looked freaking fantastic. I mean, I thought him being on the second line, he would have been able to do it, but he's looked so good earning top line minutes. Oh, man. Him on that top line and him dropping Brown has been awesome.
Did you see that Grunstrom goal?
Tonight? Or
not tonight. No. That night that we won.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Grunstrom looked
insane.
good too.
Oh, dude, he completely walked Vince Dunn, bro. It was so dirty. He just went skirt, and that food went flying past him, dude. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty disgusting.
Too, bro. That roof job was sexy.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about some more roof jobs later in our wonderful notes here because we were talking about a pre-show. Friday, Washington got a shootout win versus Buffalo. As this is an interesting topic that we'll probably talk a couple minutes on. Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, Samsonov, and Orlov all out due to COVID protocol.
Yikes.
Washington was also fined $100,000 for breaking COVID protocol.
They were all in the same hotel room. What were they doing in that hotel room?
Russian roulette. I don't know.
Russian cocaine.
Russian roulette.
I like that one better. Yeah.
Do you know? You guys know what Russian cocaine is?
No.
No.
They were snorting caviar.
Ah.
Whoa.
That's fancy.
A little bit of the schneef.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting part is it just happened. So this one's a little bit interesting to me because I did see. I don't know if I agree with it. I want to kind of get your guys' take on this.
What Ovi's wife said?
Yes. Ovi's wife said, I mean, kind of what she said, but I also saw it elsewhere. It's kind of one of those things. you have these guys. They're playing a game together. They're in the locker room. I mean, you're supposed to limit your contact with other players or other people, but you're traveling together. You're staying in the same hotel, maybe not the same hotel room this year. You're playing. You're on the bench together. You're bumping bodies during the game. Like, it's kind of interesting that breaking protocol is you're going and hanging out with your teammates who you just sat 3 hours together with on the bench, playing a game, hitting each other.
Yeah, I think we saw a similar thing in the NFL.
Yeah.
With the Saints, when the Saints got fined for having teammates celebrate a win in the locker room and not a social distance.
They didn't have their masks on.
Yeah, and it was just like, but they're literally on the sidelines together. They're tackling each other.
It is kind of hypocritical.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know that I'm saying like it should be allowed. It's just one of those things where when people make it a little bit more of a big deal, then it's like, okay, but it's okay for them to go out and play the game for entertainment. But if they hang out in the room after the game of 3 hours of playing around, now it's COVID protocol. Like, you're breaking COVID protocol.
It's a little weird.
It's weird. I don't know. I mean, it's just an interesting topic. Like, I'm not even saying, like I said, I'm not saying I agree with Obi's wife. I know she was probably a little bit more upset because people are probably talking a little bit worse, you know, making it a huge deal.
Recall Newsom, dude.
Fuck. That's funny.
Like, you guys got a good laugh out of that, dude.
I did. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's it's about odds. The virus.
I just got a level 20 Machop.
Oh, you bitch. But yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I said I'm not saying that they should be allowed to do that because, yeah, I mean, could something happen? And then if you, between the game and the hotel, then you infect more people. Like, I totally get it. That's why I'm saying I'm not just, saying it should be allowed. It's just an interesting thing that gets brought up. It's a little bit different than somebody going out to a restaurant and hanging, then you're in the environment. And that of course, I can see it.
See, this is an interesting take right here. It's all about the odds. Virus doesn't walk around affecting people. People move the virus. This is true. Yeah. I mean, by 4 people being in the same hotel room together, that is upping the odds of one of them getting it, right?
Very true.
Yeah. And even though one of them tested, like negative before the game, who knows who they may have came into contact. And then that one person got it, and now because they're in that hotel room with the 3 other dudes, now all 4 of them have it. So I mean, I can understand that aspect of it, but then I also understand the aspect that Ovi's wife is getting at. I mean, they travel together, they're doing all this shit together. I mean,
that's my only point. Like I said, I'm not saying that it should be allowed. It was just more of a topic to discuss a little bit further because it is just kind of interesting. Like, everybody's fine with them doing this, but when they do this.
Now, question, are they in quarantine because they broke the protocol, or are they in quarantine because one of them tested positive?
They're in quarantine because one of them tested positive, and so they're technically close contact. So since they're close contact, they have to quarantine for those, I think it's 10 days.
That's probably Samson bro on Tinder.
Let them hide hot dogs. Chubb, they wanted a little teammate bonding. Let them hide hot dogs.
Like Chubb, that one night when we were playing with him, I got to go, guys, and he went to go play hide the hot dog.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. All good.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Devin Dubnyk returned to Minnesota, but San Jose, remember, he's not in Minnesota anymore. San Jose dropped the game 4-1 as, God, what's his first name? Kakkonen. I always forget. Kasperi.
Kaapo Kakkonen.
No. Capo?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, they played him tonight. I think it is Kasperi Kakkonen. Yeah, for Minnesota.
Kasperi Kakkonen? I don't remember.
Yeah, because he's their third string goalie, and he was playing tonight. I remember the Kings. I remember Alex Faust talking about that.
Yeah. Okay. Kakkonen ended up getting the best of that matchup. He won in relief, though. He came in, I think the other goalie got hurt. Dallas came out on fire.
They did.
They finally played their first game.
Well, dude, they got an extended training camp, bro. I mean, come on now. What the fuck do you think they were doing when they had that time out? They're practicing.
Yeah, I know.
Were they able to practice?
You know what? I thought the facility was closed.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure the facility was closed.
Oh, I got a question for you guys.
Yes.
So when the Kings play Arizona, do you guys want to go to Arizona and see them play?
Oh God.
We can go.
I know we can.
Did you hear that, Scott?
Wait, what happened?
When the Kings go play Arizona, do you guys want to go? Because we can actually go to that game.
I'm down.
Interesting.
Let's go.
I'm actually down.
I bet you tickets are mad expensive though, dude.
Oh, probably. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, one of the like 3 teams that are like allowing fans. But yeah, so they came out. They won 7-0 in their very first game against Nashville, which they finally played last Friday. Khudobin had a 34 save shutout, and Dallas had 5 power play goals. Ticks in Arizona running $400. Yeah, I'll pass. I'm not going to that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, negative.
And potentially getting COVID because it's Arizona.
No.
What
Dude,
are they running at?
I'm seeing tickets lower 118 for $63.
Oh, geez. Yeah, where the hell are you looking? I mean, still, go to Arizona hotbed.
We just don't talk to anybody or do anything. Bro, look at this, $67 each, and you're like right next to the glass.
Oh, that's actually tempting, though.
It is very tempting.
It is.
Talk about it after the show.
1000%. So we'll finally get to the topic that Chubb brought up, our thoughts on this. So Saturday, PLD was finally traded, and it was not Alex's crazy GM forced trade moves going on. He was not traded to the Kings for a bag of chips and a 4th line prospect. He ended up getting traded to the Winnipeg Jets for Patrick Laine. And I don't remember Roslovich's first name, but Jack Roslovich.
Jas Roslovic.
Jas Roslovic.
Who just said that?
That was me.
Who just said no? Oh. Fucking Tanner.
Yeah, that's Tanner for sure. Way to go, Tanner.
Congratulations, bud.
Congratulations, because it's a hoax. I know. We already know, Tanner. We know. PLD. So, anyways, PLD. Interestingly enough, 2 games before played a total of 3 minutes and 55 seconds. All 3 minutes and 55 of those seconds being in the first period. Did not see the ice. Which was kind of interesting. We thought maybe, this was the beginning of the end. Next game,
he was selling, bro. He was just selling.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It was kind of shitty the way to do it because, I understand resting a trade. Let me tell you this. I have no problem with a guy requesting a trade because he doesn't want to be somewhere, whatever the reason is. Doesn't matter. But you show up to work and you play your ass off, be a good teammate, especially when you're in the press saying that you're going to play your ass off and be a good teammate until everything develops. And then you look like you're dogging it up and down the ice. You're not hustling. And that's what it was. I mean, he didn't hustle that game in that first period. And he forced Tort's hand, and Tort said, all right, well, he's already said this before to stars and non-stars. If you don't want to show up and play your ass off, you can have a seat on the bench and you will not see the ice. I don't care how big, how big of a star you are on the team or in the league. Mm-hmm. You're going to ride pine, buddy. So kudos to him.
I see
Torts
this
too.
as a win for Winnipeg because PLD will resign in Winnipeg. He wants to win, and that's the team
They're doing well so far.
Yeah, the team that's around him is a great team. I mean, they probably need some help on defense, but hey, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
This is a mad loss for CBJ. Line A is not going to want to resign in Columbus, dude. No way. I mean, maybe the Finnish connection with what's his name, Kakalainen. Yeah, they're Jarmo Kakalainen, their GM. Maybe the Finnish connection is there, but I just don't see Line A wanting to resign in Columbus. I mean, the team is on the downswing. They need to make a bunch of moves to make the team
better. I mean, Roslovich is a good land for them, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a perennial middle six guy. He's not going to be anything fantastic. But I mean, there's that too. That is an
interesting
stag there. Yeah,
I did not know that.
I mean, it's an interesting thing to think about, but I mean, I agree. Like, if you knew that Line A would, then I would think maybe it was a little bit more fair of a trade. At first, people were talking about Columbus winning the trade, but you don't think about exactly what you just said. Columbus doesn't win the trade because Line A won it out of Winnipeg. I mean, the funny thing is the tweet I sent both of you guys in our group. It was the one that said PLD, or it's funny that these two guys won it out of Winnipeg and out of Columbus, and they literally went to the Winnipeg of the United States and the Columbus of Canada. So they literally swapped and went to the same cities, but just in a different country. I think PLD, again, you're going to Canada, like when that first got brought up. I mean, it's still Canada. It's still hockey. Maybe, I mean, it's a different vibe there. So I can see him wanting to, play there, and it's a better team. It is in Canada. It's hockey, all that.
He's a QC boy, isn't he?
And you can talk about.
I actually don't know.
Line A, you're going to pretty much the same spot and a worse team. So there's no reason he's going to want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Line A is only an RFA.
I was gonna say, Zach, his name is Pierre-Luc Dubois. I feel like he might be a QC boy.
Oh, he is a QC.
Yeah. So I mean, Steven brings up a good point. Line A, if he doesn't want to resign there, he is an RFA, so they'll get assets for him, which is true. They'll need to get to rebuild the team, but still, I don't think Line A is going to bring, after coming to Columbus, just him being an RFA. I don't know if that's going to bring the assets that maybe they could have, I don't know, got elsewhere. I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting. PLD's dad is in Winnipeg. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that I think the win is on the Winnipeg side. They also got a third rounder with PLD. So it's very interesting. We'll see how this plays out because we're still at the same time with Line A. We're still in limbo mode with him, where he's been the last 2 years with Winnipeg. He's in limbo.
And I've talked about it.
There's lots of people talking about him.
Yeah,
already being flipped potentially this season, not even waiting.
Well, because I talked about it in the group chat.
Yeah.
I said it's going to be really interesting to see how Line A plays Torts' game. Because you're talking about Line A going to a coach like Torts, and is that really going to work out?
Well, I saw that's either it's the best thing for Line A or it's going to be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Because Torts, I mean, there's some players that it could turn their career around. It can make them more hungry or whatever it is. Some players just like that. Most people are thinking it's going to be the opposite effect. Just the way Line A is kind of seen, I guess. But I kind of agree with that statement. This is either he's going to come and Torts is either going to light a fire under his ass and it's going to be a huge thing for his career, or it's just going to be a complete disaster and his value may plummet. I mean, it could really turn those assets that they might get in RFA if it doesn't work out, it can really. You already throw in the fact that Line, even though he averages, I think it's like over his first couple of seasons, 38 goals a season.
This is the most important thing right here, right?
Yeah.
So this is something that we accuse the Kings of doing is they defense the offense out of kids like in their system, right?
Yeah.
With Torts and stuff, I feel like he's gonna do that to Patrick Laine, and it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, and that's the scary part, and that's what I'm saying. Like with the whole Laine situation, I mean, you throw in that potential that it doesn't work out and it becomes a disaster. Although Laine averages 38 goals a season, my next comment was going to be, everybody knows how streaky Laine is. He has so much up and down. It's not even like, at some point it doesn't even seem like a streak. It's almost like he scores a shit ton of goals and then it's just complete shit the rest. Like the rest of the season. Like it's so inconsistent is really the word, and how he's been. That some people, I mean, it could be one of those things that if it becomes a disaster in Columbus, it could drop his value because of his inconsistencies. Although he is 22 years old, maybe GMs actually look at it and say, okay, well, he went to Torts and the system didn't fit him and he still has that potential. There's always that possibility. And I have a feeling, especially, I know we've talked about it before. I know Alex rides it all the time, especially loving Laine. GMs just value the rocket shot more than sometimes, the playmaking style or some other things that maybe a player is just that much better. They just value that rocket shot and the potential of 50 goal seasons so much more that his value could, still hold weight if they look at it that way.
I got a rocket shot for you.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Where's it at?
We started talking about where Pierre-Luc Dubois was from, and then I just got stuck. Just absolutely stuck looking at cities like in Canada.
And how beautiful they are.
And just like zooming in like on random parts of Canada. Like, oh, what's right here? I do that all the time, bro. I just started looking at like Canadian cities.
That's why I just kept fucking like I just kept talking and hoping maybe Zach will have something to say about this because Scott did.
Oh, dude, I was lost in the northern passages of Newfoundland and Labrador of.
What Chubb said, by the way, we should bring that up for our next topic because I love this.
Okay,
we haven't even gone through any of the games. God damn it!
No, I know. I'm just saying for the future.
Yeah, we said people can ask questions. It's fine. You can hit it.
Torrey Krug scored some goals. There were games and stuff. Let's get into the topic.
Nice. Yeah, love it.
That's how it's supposed. We want the show to run off the questions and the topics. We'll get to the,
Thoughts on a Yandle for Gostisbehere trade? I honestly think Philadelphia would be stupid to give up Shane Gostisbehere up for Keith Yandle. Keith Yandle is a turnover machine. As Kings fans, we saw that when he was with Arizona. He has a great shot, of course, but Gostisbehere is still youngish. You know what I mean? He still has time to develop into a better defenseman. So I just think it's a no-go for me. If I
disagree. I love this. The Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup this year if it happens. That's about it. Yeah, I might be biased.
Oh
though.
Yeah,
maybe.
Scott handles his Yandle. That's why.
Because I am a Keith Yandle fan and a Flyers fan, so this is just like...
He's a Keith Yandle stan, so...
It's true.
You know what? The thing is as much as shit as G talks about Yandle, I mean, he's not what he once was, but at the same time, I agree. I mean, he's shown what a offensive threat he can be. He's looked great so far this season. I mean, he scored in his first game. He's been quarterbacking the power play like he has for a while. He's looked pretty good. I mean, he doesn't look bad at all. I agree with that statement.
I don't know if
Ivan
you know this,
Provorov
Chubb,
is
but you
really
need
good.
more than one defenseman on the team.
Yeah. I mean, Provorov is great, but yes, you do. I mean, I don't know. Have you heard of like Winnipeg when they had
By
Dustin Bufflin? I don't know, maybe. And then they got rid of Trouba, who they got, and then even 2 D-man didn't really work when you need to play 6.
Very true. Yep.
It's quite an interesting topic you bring up, Zach. I mean, you do need, Sanheim and Braun are good. Yes, okay.
Sanheim's really good.
Braun is a fucking cone out there, bro. What are you talking about?
That's why I said Sanheim's good.
Sanheim's
Braun
good.
is a cone, bro. He is a pylon.
Oh,
I
man.
think you hold on to Gostisbehere, bro, unless something like comes and knocks
You
your
know
socks
what?
off.
See, the only thing is I'll come in here and try to sway which way it's going.
Bro, he ain't no Dalmatian, bro. He's a fucking black lab, dog. Get out of here.
So my only thing on this, I also still agree with your point, Zach, that Gostisbehere is still youngish and still can, be what maybe people thought he was going to be. But to that point, I think it's one of those situations that he needs to be shipped off somewhere else and needs to change of scenery. It hasn't worked out. They've held on to him. He's been rumored 2 years in a row, and he's youngish. And obviously, he's not.
Rid of him? What's wrong with Shane Gostisbehere?
Nothing, but I mean, he hasn't been what they were expecting, and
he's 7 years younger than Keith Yandel.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
You just proved my point.
Yeah.
But if they're not willing to stick and wait it out longer, and he's been in the middle of the last 2 seasons.
Keith Yandel's $1 million more per year. Shane Gostisbehere is 4.5. Keith Yandel's 5.5. If you're getting rid of Shane Gostisbehere because he could be a defensive liability, you're not getting anything better back in Keith Yandel.
Yandel.
Very true. I'll give you
You're
that.
not.
Yeah, that's true.
They probably put up the same offensive output, bro.
Maybe not that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not that.
But you don't get back what you're looking for. You're looking for Gostisbehere, who was going to bring the offensive numbers, but he was not a cone.
Chubb did point out that Gostisbehere is he is injury prone, but
who's not?
A 7-year difference is a pretty big fucking difference.
We're all day to day.
You're getting a player that's 7 years older and $1 million more, which, like, okay, they may be a better player offensively, but yeah, that is kind of rough now that I think about it. Whatever. The Flyers are winning the Stanley Cup if they get Yandel.
What happened?
I'm a better Flyers fan than both these guys put together. Let's see. How much longer does Keith Yandel have on this contract? He's signed until. Oh dear God. He is signed until 22-23. Now let's see what Shane Gostisbehere is signed to.
Yeah,
wait,
but
2023. Okay.
Steven brings up a good point.
I mean, it's 2 years.
To be literally dumping salary because he's going to require a sweetener to stay around. I think his contract's ghost.
Yeah, when is Gostisbehere? When's his contract up?
His contract might be almost up.
22-23.
Oh, this is the same shit. All right, fine. The Flyers don't need Yandel.
Steve, you can't say Ghost is going to be a salary dump and then want to take on a contract that's worth $1 million more. Oh my God, you guys. I'm going to have to slap every single one of you in the mouth right now, dude.
You can
pay. No, you can't.
He has a contract.
He has a contract. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
Hey, this guy is 7 years older, so we're going to go ahead and we're gonna take some of his contract away. I'll take Obi at D. That's while we're waiting for Zach to come back and not be upset at you guys. Potentially me, because I kind of agreed, but I agreed at a different angle. Gee, sorry, you missed the Yandle talk about him getting traded to Philly, and pretty much everybody saying that you should do the Coach for Yandle trade.
Yeah.
I will say that I bet you that G will agree with you because he actually hates Keith Yandle. So, hey Amelia, how's it going?
Amelia.
Hi.
Hi. Took Zach's spot. Nice.
Yeah.
At least we'll get somebody competent on here.
Ooh. Damn.
Okay. So that's what
Shots
you missed, G.
fired.
Stick Yandle and Provy together. It's an easy clap. Okay.
That's what
Zach.
I'm saying.
All right, Zach. He said
Yes.
he'll take Obi at D instead.
Oh, okay. I'm done. A lot better.
All right. So, speaking of,
No,
let's
it's
see.
not. Stick Yandle and Provorov together, and it's an easy clap. No, it is not.
But think of the power play, though. That power
Philadelphia's-
play will be disgusting.
Philly's power play is already disgusting. What do you need another?
Be more disgusting.
No,
More. MOAR. More.
you guys just don't know what you're talking about. That's what it is.
Lithium, Zach. What? What's that?
Stop being a hater. I'm sorry, Chubbed. I'm sorry to shit on your dreams, but
Yeah, Yandle and Gudis work because it stays.
Yandle and Provorov won't work because Provorov likes to move. He likes to skate.
And he's actually much younger and much better at it.
Just stick it out with Shane Gostisbehere. If you're going to trade him for anything,
Yeah, G is agreeing with you. He's saying you don't want Provorov to be forced to stay at home.
well,
No.
because he's better offensively than Keith Yandle.
Well, he's younger. He's got the legs.
Stick Gostisbehere at your 2LD and fucking call it a day, bruh.
I don't like this Keith Yandle slander that we're getting here. More offense equals wins. Tell that to
Yeah.
Toronto.
Tell that to exactly. Tell that to Toronto, who's gone deep in every playoff in how long? Anyway,
They have Jake Muzzin.
Yeah, Carey Price recorded his 350th win as
Where
Montreal.
are we right now? Where are we?
Saturday.
Okay.
As Montreal got a 5-2 win over Vancouver, extending their early season point streak to 6 games.
Dude, Montreal has been good so far, dude.
They look really good.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Bergevin really kind of molded that team this offseason. He did a really good job this offseason.
He shit the bed for so long, he was eventually going to get it to stick.
Yep. He did good. He done good.
And to comment further on that, Vancouver's looked almost equally as bad as Montreal's looked good, and it's kind of surprising.
It is very surprising. But then again,
Yeah.
they had some key losses, man. I mean, you had Josh Levo, you had Tyler Toffoli leave, you had Chris
Wait.
Tanev leave.
Does Chubb have the notes or something?
No, he's just saying
He just knows what happened on Saturday.
Yeah, he just knows. No, because Philadelphia only recorded 17 shots on Saturday, as Boston won 6-1 thanks to Bergeron and Marchand each scoring 2 goals.
See,
on the set.
It would have
That's
been
why you need
6-7
a
with Yandle. It would have been 6-7 with Yandle.
No,
They
it
have
would've been-
Gostisbehere.
It would have been 13-1 with Keith Yandle in the lineup.
No, maybe 2. They would have got a power play goal.
Maybe.
There you go. I mean, if you have 17 shots, I can kind of agree with that, but it was probably in the Flyers' defensive zone the entire game. So,
Oh yeah.
True that.
a good breakout guy would probably help with that.
Need forecheck.
Forecheck, yes. Torrey Krug scored his first goal with St. Louis as he helped them beat the Kings 4-2.
I hate Torrey Krug, dude. I just want to
Really?
punch him in his mouth. I just do.
He
I
has
just
a
wanna-
very interesting face.
He just has one of those faces that I just want to put my fist through, dude. I just want to go on through and just keep
Hey, G,
going.
how's it going? I saw him say, hey, guys, so I'll be looking for your next comment. I assume that's for our attention.
Yes.
Andrew Kopp scored twice in third period to help Winnipeg get a 3-game sweep of Ottawa. Kings are built for this pandemic season. Yes, they have 2 number 1 goalies. Best tandem in their division. Maybe the best tandem in the NHL. I don't know about.
Yeah, that's a negative.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch, but I will say that they have a really good goalie tandem.
They do.
Yes, they do. And Quick looks, because of the extended time off, he looks super healthy.
Dude, he looks like he's 30 years old again.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. And yes, I agree, because I did pick the Kings to sneak in at number 4, because I agree. I think if it's a normal season and the divisions are normal, we're not a playoff team. But because of where we're at now, I think we wholeheartedly get in at 4. We're starting to shape up after
Number
a couple
2
of
in the division, baby.
Yeah, number 2 in the division, and we'll stick around. Hopefully, sneak in at 4.
We just gotta get that third line going, dude. I know Gabe Velarde has 3 goals already, but we just need to get that third line going. We just need better line mates around him, and I think we'll be able to get him going.
I agree.
Need like a Sammy Falgamo or maybe even Arthur Kaliev next to him.
Ooh, I like it.
Or a Martin Firk. We need Martin Firk back.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree with this, Steven. Blue line getting their act together. Yes, I know the numbers. I know the numbers even early. So people are talking shit, I think, about the Doughty Mata. I know that did not work. I'm glad Mata got scratched, but the Corsi numbers looked pretty good too, and Doughty's looked good.
Dude,
that pairing didn't look good.
That pairing of Mikey Anderson looks really good, dude. But bro,
Calais Clegui, he looks fantastic.
Dude, that pairing of Matt Roy and Kel Clegg is a sick pairing, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Clegg had some egregious turnovers tonight, but the 2 games that he's played before this against St. Louis were phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Clegg is Clegg is kind of surprising me too. I think a lot of people were kind of off on him and thinking, maybe he'll get a quick shot and it'll be, kind of more of the same and he would get a quick overlook and that was it. But he's looked really good early. And
it's decisive with the puck, skating the puck out of the zone, out of trouble and stuff like that. Kid has looked good. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
On to Sunday.
Pius Suter. I think that's how you say his name.
I think so too. Well, I heard him on the NHL. They said Pius.
Pius? Okay.
No, Penis.
Penis. Okay. Penis Suter recorded a hat trick for the Chicago Blackhawks as they swept the 2-game series versus Detroit, who got their only 2 goals from Tyler Bertuzzi. He's looked good this season.
Yeah, I picked up Mantha too, like in fantasy. I was like, I got to pick this guy up.
Yeah. Buffalo got 3 power play goals and a shootout deciding goal from Eichel. Top Washington, despite 45 saves from Vanchek. What was
Washington.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They're just...
Austin Matthews returned from his injury. I think he only missed a game. Netted the game winner for Toronto over Calgary.
Why did I say Washington? They're number 1 in the division right now.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Washington? Yeah.
They just keep losing in overtime and shootouts. Sorry.
Yeah. What's it called? Wild Bill scored the only goal in the game with 43 seconds left as Fleury got a 16-save shutout as Vegas topped Arizona. That's what I was talking about when you said about the low shooting games in the Pacific or in the West. Dude, he had a 16-save shutout.
That's depressing.
Jake Gensel broke tie with a 100th career goal to help Pittsburgh top the Rangers, who continue to just lose.
Because Alexis Lafreniere is so good.
He's not a bust. Nope. John Gibson made 32 saves to help Anaheim split with Colorado. Anze Kopitar.
Anze tied for first in the league. Kopitar.
Point getter Anze Kopitar recorded a goal and 2 assists to help the Kings double up St. Louis 6-3.
Yeah.
And that night he took the NHL points lead, which I think he's now tied.
No,
Is
not
he
anymore.
still not anymore?
Marner got some points tonight. All right,
Oh,
but I want to touch on this, right, about Anze Kopitar.
Please.
When he was signing that contract extension and getting his captain, everybody was hating on it, right? Like, oh my God, why would you sign him to that contract? Yada, yada, yada.
Who said that?
A bunch of Kings fans. Bunch of different Kings fans.
Can you line them up? I would like to slap each and every one of them with my penis.
So at this point, right, like I already know that the league is going towards more skill, more, pace driven, not a lot of hitting and stuff like that. So in my head, I'm thinking, bro, Kopitar is going to be so good for so long because the game is just is becoming more suited to being older and more crafty and skilled, right? And that's who Kopitar is. So honestly, bro, dude, Kopitar is going to be good for years to come, bro.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about aging like fine wine? This motherfucker's gonna be good.
Kopitar's wine, bro. He is wine.
Mm-hmm. Moron said that. Yes, Steven, you are correct. I was about to say, anybody that said that, I want to line them up and smack them with my mushroom and give them a stamp.
Yeah, he wants to line them up, dude.
And slap them that hard, like a line A shot with my mushroom.
Like a toe-headed stepchild.
Toe-headed?
What?
You guys don't know what toe-headed is?
I know what a toe-head is.
Yeah.
Patrick Liney's toe-headed, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, usually it's like a red-headed child, and toe-headed. I like it. I like the change.
Patrick Liney looks like Master Splinter, dude.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's a good one. I like it.
I'm a terrible person.
The Dallas Stars netted another 3 power play.
Wait, you skipped one because I,
know,
do
I'll
want to
go
talk
back
about
to
this.
it. I'll go back to it. They netted another 3 power play goals as Pavelski and Rupe Hentz each recorded a goal and 2 assists and went over Nashville. Go ahead, Scott.
Like Zach said, Dallas is cheating. It's not fair.
Yep.
They got an advantage. Not
All
fair.
right, go back to the one you wanted to do, Scott.
All right, Brent Burns net a game-winning goal in the third to help. I think it was with like a minute 30 left or something to help San Jose split with Minnesota. Did you guys see that goal?
Dirty.
It was disgusting.
Dirty, dude.
It was dirtier than if G's still here, it'll be funny. It was dirtier than my Xbox One X. When I sent that picture, the dust.
The dust. It was dusty.
That dirty. It was dusty. It was disgusting. Very true. Leon Draisaitl had the flair for dramatic as he netted the game-winning goal for Edmonton versus Winnipeg with less than 1 second remaining.
I saw that too. That was gross.
Dude, I was watching this game and I saw them tie it late.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool, this is going to overtime. I'm pretty sure I was playing Warzone while I was watching the game. And the next thing you know, I look over.
It's crazy.
I'm like, the fuck? The game's over. I was like, I thought this was going to overtime. I'm ready to watch. I look down, I see the replay. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, man, it was dirty, dude. Couldn't believe it. It was funny because the look on Puljujarvi's face was like, I got the game-winning goal. And you didn't even touch it, bud.
No, get out of here. Leon Draisaitl.
Get out of here, you bust. Who's more of a bust, Jesse Puljujarvi or Alexis Lafreniere?
Wow.
Considering Puljujarvi's been around much longer.
I'd probably say
actually has a goal in the NHL.
Ooh, okay.
Or a point.
A point? Let's start there. That's funny. We're going to have fun with this until he actually scores.
No,
we have to do it.
Until he just like completely pops off.
Dude, I'm gonna
that
laugh.
Doesn't even listen to our show, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh so hard if Byfield comes in the league and scores a goal before Alexis Lafreniere, because then I will. Oh, dude, I wouldn't.
So I want to not really touch on it, but I do want to make a point that I bring it out again here. One of my bold predictions was that Alexei Lafreniere would not finish in the top 3 at Calder.
Why don't you pump your own tires there for her, bud?
I mean, it's way early. There's no it's super early, but I was not expecting that he was going to go the first 2 weeks of the season with no points.
Yeah. My Calder prediction's done. I tried to do it for fun.
Well, so was mine.
It ended before the season even started.
Mine still looks good.
The player I chose, I actually might have to go and make a re-pick on mine because mine didn't even make the lines.
Same.
What's his name? The guy from Florida.
It's true.
Fair.
We're just gonna start shitting on Lafreniere for so long, all because of one person.
So at least G is part of the league too, so knows where this is going and coming from.
No, I know.
So,
yeah.
A lot of people that listen may not know what's going on and actually think that's how we feel. So I do want to make it a point that this has something to do with our league and somebody that was just being an asshole and called Byfield a bus for no reason. Here we are. Denisenko. Yes, thanks, G. Yes, he did not make the roster, so he's in the AHL. So that was my pick.
My Calder's looking real good.
Who was
your pick again?
You guys don't remember fucking Gabe Vilardi?
Oh yeah, true.
You're right.
Was Gabe Vilardi? So he does count as a rookie, right?
Yes, yeah. He hasn't had many games.
He only played like 4 or 5 games. No.
Okay.
10 games. No. I can't remember how many games he had.
It wasn't very many, but he qualifies. Yes, he was on the Calder list.
He played 10 games. Yeah, the Kings.
Okay, cool. Brandon Sutter scored a hat trick, his first career.
On to Monday.
Yes, on to Monday. Sorry, that was yesterday. Brandon Sutter scored his first career NHL hat trick. I think it was. I'm pretty sure I saw a note. It was 476 games. Something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was something like that. 476 games or.
Without a hat trick?
That was his first career NHL hat trick. I think it was 476 NHL games.
Good for him, man.
Thatcher Demko recorded 35 saves. Vancouver got a 7-1 win over Ottawa. Philip
That was
Stützle.
Stützle's first game back, right?
Stützle looks good.
And I didn't start Edler that day. I forgot to put him in the lineup.
Stützle looks good.
So like I was watching or I was on Twitter earlier and I was watching people debating with Dennis Bernstein. Dennis Bernstein wants to bring Byfield into the Kings, right? And his argument is, what number 2 overalls have you guys seen that have went to the AHL and seasoned in the AHL before coming up to the big leagues, right? Yeah. And I'm going to agree, dude, that we need to get this kid some experience at the professional level before bringing him up. And the reason being, I mean, look what's happened to Capo Caco. Look what's happened to there's a couple other like number 2 overall picks that it's not that they don't pan out. It's just I think their development gets stunted by just bringing them right into the league, right?
Yeah. And I agree with that. So look, I know I always point to other sports, and I know I brought this up before, with or without Zach, but it's like the same thing with the NFL. It's like they get these quarterbacks, they draft them, they're kids, they throw them into the professional scene, and just because they were fantastic in college and because some players in the past have turned a franchise around immediately, they just think just because they throw every single number 1 or number 2 quarterback into the mix, they're just going to turn around their shit franchise. You literally picked in the first 2 picks because your team is absolute ass, not one player. Your team sucks. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yes, you can that along with some other moves. I mean, yes, you run into a situation, those that watch the NFL, the last one I could think of that comes immediately to mind is Matt Ryan, who turned around Atlanta that was complete shit, and they went 11-5 and went to the playoff in his first year. It's like not everybody does that. You can't expect that from some 18-year-old kid or 20-year-old kid that gets drafted and thrown on a team and just think they all have the same development schedule.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, who may be one of the best NFL quarterbacks ever. I mean, yeah, he's got his one title. People can say what they want. Statistically, one of the best quarterbacks ever, and he sat behind Brett Favre for 5 years.
Yeah, he was a very late bloomer.
I will say this about like Lafreniere. I feel like if Lafreniere had some exposure to the AHL before coming into the league, Jesus.
First team throws shit against the wall. I agree with that. Yeah, half the takes he has are okay, and the other takes are just completely wild.
Bernstein and Hoven are like the same, bro. Like they just take their word as gold, and if you argue with them, then you don't know what you're talking about. That's how it is, and I don't agree with that take. Right? It's all up for interpretation and stuff. This is all opinion based. So
I agree. Sorry, continue what you're saying, or did I cut you off? About
we're good.
I was talking about okay. Yeah, I mean that's the thing is everybody has their own schedule, and just because you get drafted 1 or 2 doesn't mean that you immediately have to be inserted of the top line and be a 100-point scorer. Sorry, not everybody's Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby.
It's the idea of like, would you rather Byfield be playing 5 to 6 minutes on the third or fourth line, or would you rather him be playing 19 to 20 minutes a night on the top line for your AHL team?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it stunts growth. You want them to get more minutes, get their feet wet. So once they come in, they're going to be top 6 and just plug right in and chug along and give you what you're expecting.
I want to see Byfield play at least 10 to 15 games in the A and see what he does. And then if he's doing a great job, then bring him on up, man. Let's do it. Why not?
I agree.
100%. I'm not concerned about burning year off ELC. I'm not concerned about any of that, man. We're not a cap strap team. We don't really got to worry about it all that much right now. So, I mean, fuck it.
Agreed 110%. Philip Hedl out 4 to 6 weeks for the Rangers, who are already not looking good.
What happened? Did he tear his labia?
I didn't see the injury. I didn't look it up. I just saw the note that he was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. It was an injury that happened, I believe, on Sunday. That's why you're not a GM, Zach. What Daniel? Or me too.
I would be a great GM, Steven. Thank you very much. You worry about actual like dollar amounts and not AAVs, bud. So
Jack Campbell is going to be out weeks for Toronto. No timeline, but weeks.
Did you guys see?
I did not see the injury.
Well, I guess he did something to his groin, but did you see Matthew Tkachuk fall on him?
No,
I
didn't.
It was weird.
It was a weird play. Is that what injured him?
It looked intentional. No, because his groin, he injured his groin like previous to that. Yeah. Jack Campbell injured his groin previous to that, but the way that it was just weird, man. Like it was a scrum in the front, but then like Tkachuk was kind of being pushed into him a little bit, like when Campbell was laying flat on the ground, and then he just like dropped both knees onto Campbell's back. It looked weird.
Huh.
I can't tell if it was intentional.
He lost balance or if it was intentional. Well, if you can't tell, then maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
You can't throw that on there. Steven said, you save millions by sliding Byfield. Dollars is what it's all about.
I'm not concerned about that right now. We are not a cap-strapped team.
We really aren't.
We're going to have $30 million in cap space by the end of this season, bro. Like, I'm not concerned about it at all.
Yeah, 1 year. I don't know. I mean, like, I see both sides. But at the same time, where I agree with you, Zach, is the fact is if he goes 10 to 15 games, he looks fantastic in the A. And if we really are in the mix, like we're showing we're going to be in the mix for the playoffs this season, it doesn't make sense to not bring him up. Give him the experience for a potential playoff run that you weren't expecting.
Ahead of schedule.
Exactly. This is only payoff better for the
and the only payoff better for him getting that experience.
Yeah, the playoff experience. Especially if we're not planning to go deep. If we're not planning to go deep either, he's getting.
And we end up going deep.
Yeah, I mean, there's no downside to it. He earns playoff experience, and if you lose, it's kind of like, okay, I got some experience a little bit ahead of schedule, and this is great.
But he's
yeah.
getting
He's
real
like,
time experience from his predecessor, dude. He's getting real time experience from Anze Kopitar, dude. Like that'll only bode
follow
well
me,
for him.
young Padawan.
That'll only bode well for him, dude.
I agree. Then the last couple notes here from today, aside from we'll talk about the Kings game, of course. Carolina and Tampa Bay, that game was postponed tonight. As the Canes, this wasn't really a surprise because they haven't been cleared to return back to the facility due to the COVID restrictions because they had 4 or 5 people put onto the COVID list. And they now have had 6 games rescheduled. They're already all on the calendar. I know there's been like a handful of teams that now have to play like 50 something games in like 100 days or 103 days.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's not ideal, but at the same time, all of these teams are expecting that it may happen. That's why,
Yeah, for sure.
The season.
Mm-hmm.
David Pasternak may return this week versus Washington.
That's good. They
Good
need
for
him.
Boston.
Yeah, it's good for
Yes, they
Boston. Not good for the whatever division that is.
do. The East, right? Is it the East?
Yeah.
John Forsland was hired by the Seattle Kraken today to do
Good for
play-by-play.
him. Man, good for him.
Awesome.
Wait,
What?
didn't they hire or was that for color commentary?
It had to be for something else because it said that Forsland was their first hire for play-by-play.
Who hired the first black play-by-play
Ooh.
or color
Good question.
commentary?
He's going to
fact
keep it going.
I'm fact checking.
Scott, please fact check while you read that or look for that.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He said-
I'm looking.
Steve Curry, what does Byfield and Laugh have in common? Both have 0 NHL goals, and both didn't show up for the gold medal game.
I mean, I'll agree with Steven on this,
True.
right?
You didn't take time to laugh at that joke. That's a good one.
I will laugh in a second when I get to it. But you haven't seen him dominate in the AHL yet. I mean, I'll agree with you. We were just speaking in hypotheticals. But I mean, like I said, if he does tear up the AHL in 10 to 15 games, I'm not going to hesitate to call him up.
Yeah, I agree.
Fagemo and Jad are the guys who need to pull up. 100% agree with this. I think it's kind of sink or swim time for Jad. I think he might be a little too good for the AHL and needs to be in the NHL, but he
Take
needs
the
the
step
spot.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs
Oh,
if he's going
and-
to take the step for the NHL.
To fact check, it is the team announcer. So it's the guy who announces the
Oh.
goals and stuff. Everett Fitzhugh.
At the actual
Oh,
at
okay.
the arena. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay,
sense
cool.
because it said that he was the first hire for their broadcasting.
Cool. All right. Very good.
Okay. Now, do you want to laugh at G's joke? Because that was really fucking fantastic.
Or was it?
Jesus.
Nah, bro. USA was just too good, bro.
I
And
know,
again-
but that was fucking funny.
And again, wait, didn't Lafreniere show up for the gold medal game when they won?
Well, yeah. He's just talking about this season. Didn't
Oh,
play the season.
that's a good one,
Yeah,
G.
it is funny. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's
That's a
funny.
good one, dude.
Fuck. Yeah, that was pretty good. Anyways, Kings tonight. Yes, we won
Curtis
2-1.
We won.
Curtis
Curtis?
McDermott.
Curtis
Yeah.
McDermott.
Kermit McDermott.
McDermott. Sniper. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was a hell of a shot, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Mostly the only thing he roofs are people's chin to the top of their helmet.
Yeah.
But he roofed that fucking goal from close in. I don't know what to say
and
about it.
it was on his forehand too, bro. So I mean,
Yeah,
that was a pretty
forehand.
tricky shot.
It was forehand on the so his forehand was
Strong
on the outside. Yeah, it was on the strong side, and it was it went short
Straight up.
side.
The short side straight up, bro. It was good. It was really good, man. I was happy for him. That was a sick ass goal, dude. But he also he had a really good hit on Jared Spurgeon, but then he lined up Kevin Fiala, dude, and Fiala barely got out of the way. And the bench was trying to call for like a high sticking or something because Kevin Fiala hit that dude in the face with his stick while trying to dodge getting crushed by Curter McDermott.
Yeah, like I told you, I only got to see the highlights because I worked a little late and then ran to the store, but I did see the highlights, and that was an absolute fucking laser shot. Steven did like a proof joke, so thank you.
Dude. Carl Grunstrom, man, he's heating up, bro.
Grunstrom's doing so well now.
Last season, I'm glad he got his call again.
The fourth line's clicking really well. I think right now the only thing that needs work is that third line. There needs to be different people on that line with him.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would like to see like Andreas Athanasiou with Velarde and put like Dustin Brown with Lizotte and Carter. That's me personally, but I mean that second line is working. That second line's working really well, but you might want to swap out. Really good too. Yeah, you might want to swap out like Elias Anderson with Austin Wagner, see what happens. But again, I mean, like Austin Wagner can't finish. Dustin Brown can't finish, right? Gabe Velarde needs somebody on his line that can finish, and none of those guys that I just named are finishers. So,
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Kings are gelling. I mean, that's the thing is it just comes down to this season is an interesting one. Like I said, a normal season, a normal schedule. I think the Kings are, we're all hoping for a draft pick at that point.
Mm-hmm.
The way this pans out, I think this actually benefits our young players so big. We don't like McClellan said, we're done with the rebuild. As far as the rebuild goes, we don't necessarily need to acquire the assets. So we don't need that draft pick. Not that, nobody wants that draft pick. But where we're at now, I think we have the talent, we have the players, we have the pipeline that going forward this season, at least a playoff run to give our young players that playoff experience before we're actually like an actual Stanley Cup threat. It's so huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. Like nobody ever says, I don't want to make I'm not expecting to win the Stanley Cup, especially as an athlete. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, we're a young team. We're where we're at. We all know our development schedule. We all know what's going on. We all know the outlook for the team and what we're expecting. It's one of those things where, if you just get that playoff experience, it will be huge for the young players.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of those where it's not going to be a heartbreak. It's going to be a motivator. It's going to be a motivator going forward.
I like what Steven said about having Jad and like a Fagemo on the line with Velarde. I think that would clap, bro.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be so good, dude.
Because then too with or Kaliev. You have an absolute sniper.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. But Fagemo's a sniper as well. But we're not going to bring Kaliev up from the AHL. Like, we're not going to stop him playing those games to come up and do that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying that you mentioned it earlier with Kaliev. Like that would be a nice fit. But third line minutes versus what he's going to do in the A. I agree. It's the same situation.
But the problem is though, are they gonna healthy scratch Dustin Brown and Elias Anderson? Probably not, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's be an interesting time, but it's good. I think we've looked good. So we're what 3-2-2 now.
3-2-2. Dude, Trevor Moore looking fantastic, fantastic out there, dude. Kid, credit where credit is due. That kid put in the work during the year, bro, and he looks really, really good out there.
He does. And I'm going to say it again just because I've been, especially those that have listened to us for a while, like I know we're not some popular show, but most people that have been listening from the beginning know I've been so on Quick. I know Alex has wavered. Scott's had his moments, but I know he understands goaltending a little bit more, so I think he's usually been on my side with Quick and the team and how it's gone the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quick looks fantastic.
does.
He looks much better, yeah.
It almost comes down to, it's like one of those situations where we talked about Dowdy.
Yep.
You look at the last couple of years, the team wasn't doing well. They were expecting to win. You got Dowdy and Quick, who are veterans. You're getting down on the team. The defense was not very good. Quick's trying to do all he can. I mean, he stood on his head for us during our cup runs. I mean, he stood on his head, and I mean, we would win 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 games. We'd win those close ones because of Quick. And now you go to a team where now he's got to stand on his head for a shit team that's rebuilding. And of course, he's not going to look very good. And now he had 10, you add in the 10 months to get healthy. I know he's had his injury problems.
He's recuperated, bro. He's actually rested. You know what I mean?
He's rested. And then you throw in the fact is we're a team that has promise now and has kind of just started integrating the players, and we actually have an outlook, and we have some purpose, I guess you can say. So I think they're rejuvenated and they're ready to compete on top of those 10 months and get healthy. So, I mean, it's been nice to see. I know it's early in the season, but I think being able to throw in Peterson too and keeping Quick healthy and rejuvenated, I think it's going to be big. Yeah, 50-50 with Peterson. Exactly. That's what I was going for. You play him 50-50 with Peterson down the stretch, keep him healthy, keep him rejuvenated, keep the team good. And then you throw playoff Quick in there. So many people said it. You don't want – I mean, everybody wants playoff Quick in their net.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that, dude. I remember like hearing some pros saying like during the Kings like heyday when they were making those cup runs, like their NHLers saying like, dude, if it was Game 7, I remember it was on NHL Network. They're like, if it was Game 7, what goalie? What goalie would you not want to face in the playoffs if you're going into a Game 7 and everybody voted Jonathan Quick? Like, no, we don't want to face him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just great. It's very exciting. Yeah, I you know, this isn't Los Angeles Hockey Club, but we always do. We always have said we're gonna have our Kings time, and we'll talk more about the Kings because we are all Kings fans. We put our biases aside to talk about everything else, but we will have our Kings corner and talk about our you know,
beloved Los Angeles Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's kind of all we have for the notes.
What do you have for beer, Daniel?
Fuck. Okay. So, oh yeah, Zach didn't have one today.
I had this nice lager. It's called Crystal Geyser.
Crystal Geyser. That's what I had the other night when I was watching. I had the IP. No, I had the Lagunitas hop water.
I haven't, dude. Like this past weekend, I didn't drink. I had 2 beers yesterday when I was talking with Daniel with Alex and Dave. I haven't really been drinking very much. I don't know why.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not necessarily. I was gonna say not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
it'll come.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dave. Dry January continues. You only have a couple days left, Dave.
Yeah.
True.
But until then, you can just look at my cool can, my little fish.
I like that can.
Fucking with a fish.
That's a sick ass can, bro.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So this brewery is called Tripping Animals Brewing Company. So all of their cans are kind of like this with different animals. So I have another one that's like a crocodile. It's like crocodile all the way around. And it's another IPA. Then there was like some Christmas one they had that had like 3 reindeers on it.
Okay.
It's really cool though. It's all animal themed. But this one's called Always with Flow. It is a double IPA with pineapple, Enigma, Nelson, your favorite. Nelson
hops.
Pineapple, Enigma, Nelson hops, and Sabro hops. So this is 8.5%. And it's a collaboration with their amigos, Weldworks Brewing Company, is what it is. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, I had one of their sours over the weekend as well. So far, the couple of beers I had from them, they're pretty good. I would definitely, just for the can art, like I'm saving this part of my can art series that I'm saving here.
That's sick. I like it a lot.
It's really cool. And it was very delicious. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely buy it again. Seek it out. Yeah, probably. I'd probably, when I say seek it out, I'd probably go somewhere that had a lot of these tripling, and make some kind of a mix pack or something. Because so far the two that I've had are very good.
Nice.
Rating scale.
Let's do between 0 and $1 million difference between Keith Yandel and Shane Gostisbehere.
Okay. I will give this 800K.
Attaboy.
800K difference. I like that. I would definitely, if I picked out like a tripping animals brewing company beer, I would definitely throw this in my mix pack. It's very good. I'm excited to try the other ones I have in the fridge. I still have a couple more, but very good. You should definitely see if you could find them. They're from Florida, so I think it's the first time they're out here. They did kind of a shipment probably to Southern California, and
the store, the shops that we go to probably have the same distributor. So I'll go check my shit out, see if they have it.
Yeah, cool.
But you know what they say, boys.
I do know what they say. It's time to wrap it up.
You know what? Do you know what they say, Scott?
I don't know what to say. What do they say, Zach?
With that being said,
With that being said,
I